Good evening, folks. Welcome to another edition of Stocks and Slides with your man. Well, it is February 23rd, folks, 2021. How did everybody do today? I don't want to talk about what I did. My account dropped the worst droppage I had ever, almost a 20% overall drop. One position I bought into yesterday, spent $5,000 into ARC. Kind of bought in a little too early, got trigger happy, pulled the trigger. They had their earnings today. Anyway, my $5,000 investment has lost $1,100 today. So anyways, we might get into that later in the show. But anyways, let's talk about AMC, folks. And also after AMC, we're going to run dial and talk about Sundial. And like I said, we're going to look at these, briefly, just a quick look at the obvious, see if we can pick up any trends. I know AMC's got to be pretty exciting to be a bag holder there. It's continuing to go up 2 days in a row. It's pretty exciting going into earnings week. So anyway, let's dive right into it, folks. Anyway, if y'all haven't already, please click that like and subscribe button. It would be greatly appreciated. All right, let's get into it, folks. All right, so here we go. AMC, days change, up $1.15. Wow. I believe yesterday it was like a 70-cent gain or something. Amazing. Today's high, it got as high as 786. Today's low was at 601. I imagine that's about when it opened up. A very heavy day volume-wise today at 264,876,391. The bid ask says right now there is 2,800 more shares being sold in the post-market, and it could be an indication of the direction we could go in the morning, but there's just not enough volume and sizes there to really dictate that. But if the market, say, opened up right now, I mean, it looks like it could drop a cent or two, but that does not mean that's just the way it's going to go for the whole day. So let's jump right into it, folks. Let's look at this chart. I know this is, if you're a chart and trends person, we have got something going on here, folks, and this is exciting. So if you watched any of my other videos, I was referring to the support line that we've had at 550 now for a few days. I mean, it's been hovering between 545 to 560, but there was definitely some support there at 550. And, I indicated that it probably would not be a horrible time to buy. I don't know how many of y'all did buy. And if y'all did buy at about that support line or even a better price, or just want to talk about it, comment on below my video, and I would love to get some feedback on that. So anyway, so we had the support of 550 is what I was seeing. And then over the last couple days, folks, we are going up. I mean, significantly. Definitely the highs are getting higher. The lows are even higher each time. So that's a good indication for this trend. There is a little interesting of a curve right here, which is a little bit interesting. I'm just looking at, so when I start these videos, I start looking at these. So just something to look at here. If you picture a roller coaster, as it goes up, and then it starts kind of plateauing, and then it starts dropping back off. That's just a quick observation trend here, which has taken place on the second part of the day here to the finish. It's still an upwards trend. As you can see this points, it's still an upwards trend, but there is definitely something interesting. I'm really curious to know what this point right here is going to do. I don't know where it finished out at. But it's exciting. Like I said, over the last 2 days, we were inside, like I said, about 565 of opening bell on Monday, and now here we are, $2.15 up. Man, I wish I would have bought that at 550. I was sitting there, really looking at it, knew the support line was there, and I didn't purchase it. My money was tied up. Instead, I transferred it over into ARC. $5,000 yesterday, and kapow, down to $1,100 instantly. So kudos to people that has bought in here at the support, or even a better deal, and even those people that's purchased in, saying at $8 or better. You've got your eyes are probably if you are still holding, your eyes are probably getting big and like, oh, it's coming back to life. It's coming back to life. Maybe. So this is going to be interesting to see how this, how the earnings is going to treat us. And I believe that earnings was scheduled for, I don't have that there, but anyway, it's towards the end of the week. So I'm curious to see how the earnings is going to affect this. But also keep an eye on this turn. I see like there is a slight turn happening here, or a level outs, or it could be, it's too early in the game, so we're going to have another new line of support. More like we may be hitting some resistance now, but we'll know that by looking at tomorrow's chart. So yeah, it's a good day for AMC today. At them after the news is out that they're opening 13 of the movie theaters in New York City. I believe they're at 40% capacity, which is exciting for them. All right, so now let's jump into Sundial here. Sundial growers. I haven't talked about Sundial in a while, and this has just been, just really, really sad here. Quick, the highlight moment was back in February 10th to 11th, where it's got as high as 345, and since then, folks, this is a 10-day chart here, and I'm still not seeing any support here. I'm seeing a continuously. I really would like to see the support line here. There could be something being established here at about the 122 mark. But again, it looked like there was trying to be a support here at 150. It's lost its support. Now, this is like it's trying to maybe try to create some sort of support. You can't really get a support out of the 1 day. This is a little more of a support line here that I'm seeing, but it lost it for sure. It lost it significantly. And that's just daily dropping, 17 cents, 30 cents, 50 cents a day. So this is not a buy indication. I do not say this is a supportive support, as we are dropping off in literally steps and dropping. So it's still a very shaky ground here. Oh yeah, and if you look here in the post market here, or in the bid and ask size, you got 27,600 bids in to purchase, and then you have 76,700 to be sold. So the sell-off is still continuing, folks. People are just dumping it out, and they just want to be relieved of this show that's going on, which is pretty deplorable. Light volume today of 397,249,358. So there's a lot of volume, a lot of change in hands, and obviously there's a big sell-off still happening here with Sundial. So not a great time to purchase Sundial. I would not give the green light in here. Of course, I'm not your financial advisor. This is just my quick observations, and like I said, I bought ARC yesterday, put $5,000 into it and lost. We've got a little bit of time. Let me show you what I did here real quick. It's quite depressing. So yeah, look at this. Look at this. Dropped over 13% of my overall portfolio today. It was a brutal day for me, folks. Speaking of Sundial, this is definitely an interesting marijuana stock. If anybody wants to take a note of that and look at MRMD, do your own research. And if anybody would like for me to really open this up and dive into MRD, just make comments below, and I will address this a little bit more tomorrow in my next video. But anyways, it was a bloodbath today, folks. Geez. So I wouldn't even know where to start. But you see this one, SDPI lost 16% today. I'm down $233 in it. It's my position now is worth $12.15. MRMD, which is just I just wanted to get into a marijuana sector. Just seemed this one has a lot of good things about it. Definitely a lot more background and information than Sundial MRMD. But here I am. I'm about 3 or 4 days invested in this. I'm Lost $67 today in that one. And then PFIE, it's a Profire Energy. It was just one of those dollar energy sectors. When the energy sectors are rolling, I just wanted to buy a lot of shares for a low cost, try to get a quick swing trade out of the deal. But currently, I've owned it for about 2 or 3 days, and now I'm down 209 overall. Very ugly. And here's the big one from yesterday. I purchased ARC after swing trading Cosmos, made $377 profit. Sold it, took all the funds, about $5,020 worth of ARC. Earnings was today. They did not meet their earnings expectations. Just a bloodbath, folks. I mean, negative 36% drop today. I have 2,000 shares. Market value is at an even 4,000 now. Down $1,020 with a purchase price of $251. So it was a very depressing day. I guess my count's never really been that high, so me looking at that $1,000 loss, it's just like really like, oh my gosh, But I guess in theory, I was trying to break it down in different dollar denoms, makes it not seem bad. So it's kind of like if I had, say, $9 invested in the market, and today was a very bad day, and now I have $7.80. So it's the same percentage, but since there's a larger amount in my value, the percentage just seems like so catastrophic. But in theory, so it's like, yes, it's $1,199 loss today, but I didn't sell, so I didn't lose, but it dropped. It's very discomforting. It's in hindsight, it's the same thing as if I had $9 invested and now my account is at $7.80. So if I look at it like that, it means maybe it's not as bad as it seems. But this is definitely like, am I going to recover? I mean, I will. I've got notes on here because every single stock that I have sold, because days of like this, I'm like, oh no, and I sell and I'm telling you this is the honest truth. Every single one that I have ever sold has doubled in price within a few months after selling. Mental note. I have that etched in my brain. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. So anyway, if y'all haven't, please click that like and subscribe button. And we're going to continue to follow AMC, continue to follow Sundial, and see where this ride takes us. And am I going to recover? I mean, I'm going to talk about that too. So, So anyways, if y'all wouldn't mind, please hit that like and subscribe button. It'd be greatly appreciated. Y'all have a good night. Thank you.